sana. And I think I tried to do my own makeup today, right? And absolute disaster, guess I like at this point I'm just giving up. Like I am just literally giving up because this is not for me. Like I tried, guys. I've been trying, but akulungi. Just gets worse every time. Like yo, anyways, Molweni, you guys. I trust that everyone is doing well today. Welcome back to another video. My name is Natasha, and this is basically a space where we share our experiences, we learn, and we grow. If you are new to this channel and watching from outside, please do come in and be a part of this beautiful family just by clicking that subscribe button below. And for the returning family members, welcome back, fam. Grab a drink of something and let us enjoy. I just want to share with you guys some great news. As you might have seen from the caption, as you might have seen from the thumbnail on this video, and if you follow me on Instagram, you might already know because that's where I shared the news first that I finally got a job. Yes, I got a job, guys, and it's been good. So I'm just gonna take you guys through, right? I briefly shared like in short snippets on my Instagram about everything I went through, right? Leading to the day that I got the job, right? And on this video I decided that I'm going to share in detail and unpack what I went through and how everything went about. I feel like it's only fair that I come back and let you guys know how everything has been and that I got a job, because the last video that I shared with you guys, not the last video, but I did share with you guys that I lost my job. So anyways, let's get straight into it. As I shared that I lost my job around about close to the end of April, and that journey was not really a nice one. I won't go into detail because I have already shared everything about that. If you have not watched that video, you can just scroll down on my channel and you'll see the video where I share that I lost my job and I share everything and how it went about, right? So in this video, I'm going to just share basically what transpired from my period of being unemployed until I was employed or got a job. So in the first week of my unemployment, I got what do you call this? I got an interview, right? I got a call from this specific company and they wanted me to have an interview with them, right? Had the interview with them, it went well, according to me, right? And then they just went quiet. Like they just went quiet for the next couple of days, right? There was no feedback or like a call for a second interview or whatever. And then in that same week, I had I got a call for another interview, right? With a different company. That specific interview was a success, and they called me for a second interview now, like a face-to-face interview, because the first interview was like an online / phone call type of like vibe. And then the second interview, they asked if I could like literally come to the company because they wanted a face-to-face interview, right? So went to the company and it was all great, right? According to me, like guys, for some reason now I always believe that in my mind, well, I think it's just with anyone who's looking for a job, like uyakwazi uzicalela wena ba i-interview yambe kakuhle, kanti maybe on the other side they didn't get the same feeling, right? So according to me, the interview went well. I was confident, I was calm, I wasn't anxious or panicking or anything like that. I gave it my all. I was genuine, I was authentic, I was just myself, right? And I was honest about all the questions that they asked me. And I was just in that phase, Yoguti, if it's meant for me, it won't miss me, right? Cool. So, like I was so hopeful, guys. And the fact that, you know, the way I was so hopeful, that day that I went for that interview, guys, it rained. And I remember from where the bus dropped me off, I had to like walk a very long distance to the company, right? And ndibethwa ngumoya kunetha. Like I was just at that point that God, if this job does not come to me, I'm going to be angry because I cannot go through this whole struggle only for me to not get this job, right? Anyways, went for the interview there and finished the interview, and then I went home, right? And then they told me that they would give me a call, I think in like 2 days or 3 days or whatever. Then they didn't give me a call, guys. Like, it was just quiet. And then a week passed, nothing. No feedback from the first interview or the second interview. Like, we go tule. Yeah, so after the second interview, it just went quiet, guys. Like, quiet. I think for a good 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. And I was just like, I don't know what is happening. And I really started feeling it because I think it was now over a month, if I'm not mistaken, or it was just close to a month of being unemployed. And obviously, I would have had to receive my next salary, and the financial stresses started kicking in. And the whole thoughts of, will I get another job in time, or will I have to wait like a couple of more months? Because I think for me, the main thing that would have stressed me out a lot was the finances, right? So it went quiet for a while, and I started feeling it. And the whole thing of receiving rejections, guys, was not nice. Because during that period when I went for interviews, I carried on applying, because I didn't stop applying, obviously, just because I went for the interviews. So every time I saw something that I saw that I thought was fit for me, I would still apply and still apply. And all I was getting was rejections. And you can imagine the way it played with my confidence, because also generally receiving a rejection for any job is like, it's painful. You feel it, even if you were expecting it or whatever the case may be, but you do feel it, because a rejection is not nice, right? And now imagine the whole thing of having to try and find a job in a foreign country where there's a foreign language being spoken, and most of the companies here are like Dutch companies, and knowing that I am not fluent in the language, because obviously the first preference, if it is a Dutch company, would be that they want someone who speaks the language. So now the thoughts of struggling to find a job and not sure if I will find a job, because I also have this disadvantage of not knowing the language fluently. So all of those things coupled together was just a lot, right? So I think it was around about the third or almost fourth week of my unemployment. Then I got another call from the company that I work for now. Got a call and basically the HR of the company told me that they saw my application for the job, I think, or something like that. And they were wondering if I was still interested and still looking. So I was like, yeah. So he was like, no, he's going to send me an email and then we'll take it from there, right? Long story short, he sent me an email letting me know about the job and whatnot. And they invited me first for a phone call interview. So I had the phone call interview with the HR, and it went well. And then he said, no, he's going to give my resume over to, I think, the manager of the department, and then he's going to get back to me, right? So long story short, he did that. And I think in the second day or the day after, if I'm not mistaken, or 2 days after, I got a call and they asked me to come in for a face-to-face interview, right? So I was like, okay, that's interesting. So the first interview, face-to-face interview that I had was with the manager of the department and the HR. I gave it my all as per usual. I was myself, I was honest. And then they told me that they would let me know what the feedback was, because they would have to give it over to the COO. So I went home that day and I was just like, you know what, if it's meant to be, it will be, right? And I think the same or the next day, then I got a call that no, they were really impressed, but they would like me to have an interview with the COO, right? So then I went for the interview with the COO of the company. And guys, she grilled me, okay? Can I just put it out there? Like, she asked me questions that I did not expect, but I gave it my all, guys. Like, I gave it my all. I remember speaking to a friend of mine after I got the job, and I remember her saying that, you know what, ne? You know that this was from God, but you should also like pat yourself on the back because you also made sure that you are chosen, you are the chosen one. Because in as much as, grace literally, lands us in these opportunities, but at the same time, if you show up to an interview and you don't sell yourself, then obviously you are setting yourself up for failure or disappointment, because God can give you the opportunity, but if you are not prepared for the opportunity, then obviously you should prepare for failure. Like that saying that says, if you fail to prepare, then you should prepare to fail, right? So I literally gave that interview my all, guys. Like I just gave it my all. I made sure that I sell myself as much as I could. And I was just like, you know what, if it's meant to be, it will be. If God wants this for me, if this is where he has my name in, or rather if this is the job that he has my name on, then it's gonna happen. Long story short, that same day, right, because I think I came back from the interview and I was so tired because the interview was very early that morning. So I came back from the interview and I just decided to take a nap. And then I think I got a call like a couple of hours later, and the guy told me that I got the job. So I was so excited, guys. I was so excited. Yeah, I was just so grateful for the opportunity. And I just went into it with that mindset, Yoguti. It doesn't matter what happens in the next year or 2 years or 3 years or however long that I'll be there. But what matters is that God has given me a job in like just a month of being unemployed. And that itself is such a huge blessing, because I know and I am aware that there are people who wait for years to get a job. There are people who struggle to even get like an interview. There are people who don't even get callbacks or feedbacks, when they apply for jobs. So for me to land a job in a foreign country, especially being that the company is a Dutch speaking company, so it was a requirement, but for me to get the job was just literally a blessing. And I was just in that phase, Yoguti. Nothing can literally take my joy away. And in as much as, I might have had preferences and ideas of where I wanted to be ideally, but I know that God gave me this job because he saw that I was fit for it. He saw that it was best for me, and he placed me in this position because he knew that I was capable of doing the job, right? So yeah, anyways, going to my Instagram, so I posted a short clip sharing a bit of the journey there, and the engagement was really like amazingly and shockingly good. I didn't expect that so many people would engage and share, their journeys and the struggles that they are going through. And I've just been so overwhelmed by the engagement on that post. And at times I don't even know, like there's so many comments and I don't even know where to start or who to respond to, because the DMs have been coming in also of people sharing, how my story has inspired them, has encouraged them, and some of them even sharing their own struggles with me. And sometimes I'm just like, I am not a therapist. I am not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. I am not like, I am just sharing my experience and hoping it will encourage someone out there. And I'm hoping that it will allow someone else to have faith in God and keep their faith in God more than anything. Because I know it's not easy. The waiting season is not easy. When things happen like unexpectedly and your life changes unexpectedly, it's not easy, and it can be really challenging, and it can really move and play with your faith, and it can be very discouraging. So sometimes I don't even know what to respond and say to the people. I'm really glad that, my experience has really encouraged people. And also, just to add on, I recently shared a video, or a short clip rather, on my TikTok and my Instagram about rejection. And basically I was sharing about how rejection is redirection, and how sometimes a no to you can ultimately be a yes for someone else that is meant to be in that specific position. But also a no to you is always a yes to where you are ultimately meant to be. And I was just encouraging someone out there that rejection is redirection. Be okay if certain people and certain things, reject you, because sometimes God sees and hears things that you have no idea about. It's okay if people reject you. It's okay if opportunities and things reject you. Just know that what is meant for you will never miss you, and that rejection is redirecting you to where you are supposed to be, ultimately. And yeah, basically, I just wanted to share with you guys all those points. And so the journey has been really good so far. Just like any job, when you start, it's challenging because you're learning a lot of new things, you're learning a lot of new work, you're trying to get to know your new colleagues, trying to allow them to get to know you. So that whole dynamic can be very challenging, obviously, and especially if you're a person who's a perfectionist and you have a bit of ADHD. So making mistakes and not knowing things can really work on you, but I'm learning to be okay with not knowing things, because obviously I cannot just get there and know everything. It's going to take me some time. And just like I always say, that even the master of something was once a learner, was once a student, right? So obviously it's going to take me some time to learn the job and to learn the work, but I'm really proud of myself for the progress that I've made thus far. And I think I can actually pat myself on the shoulder and say that I've actually really made a lot of progress in just a month. So I really am proud of myself. And also, it's been very different for me because I've been used to, or rather, I'm used to working in the automotive industry, right? And the current industry that I'm working in is totally different. And also the whole language thing, because now I am dealing with a lot of Dutch speaking colleagues, and even the emails and communication is in Dutch. So I constantly have to translate when I don't understand certain things, and I'm forced to actually speak the language. So ja, ik spreek een beetje Nederlands. Ja, ik spreek een beetje Nederlands. En ik probeer, I'm trying. So yeah, guys, I just thought it was fitting for me to come back to you guys as my family members and let you guys know what has been happening, and just give you guys this feedback to let you guys know that I am doing much better. Besides life's challenges, guys, life's challenges are just shaking me. Adulting is shaking me. Sometimes I don't know whether I'm coming or whether I'm going. I don't know whether siya phambili okanye sibuyela ngasemva. But all I can say is that what's that saying? Ithini kanene? The lines that adulting is water and I'm a fork, or adulting is like trying to drink water using a fork. Angazi, but somewhere along those lines. And I couldn't agree anymore, guys, because what is this? What are we in? I don't even want to dwell on it. But yeah, adulting has been shaking me, guys. Every aspect of it, being tired, the body pains, the finances, the unexpected bills that always have to be paid every month. Like, there's just always something. But in any case, I don't want to dwell on that. I'm just here to share the news that I got a job, and I'm settling in quite well. And I'm just grateful for this opportunity. And a lot of people have been reaching out to me, like on my DMs, about how can I please plug them? And guys, I don't want to lie, ne? I don't even want to lie. I don't have any plugs. Like, when it comes to a job, guys, it's just all about God's grace and about God's timing for your life. If you're meant to get a job after 2 years, after 3 years, or after a week, or after a month, or after a year, or whatever the case may be, then that's the plan that God has for you. Only advice that I can give someone is that sell yourself and make sure your CV is correct, is on point. And what else? Apply for jobs that you know that you'll be able to do the job well. Don't just apply for anything out there, because once the opportunity comes for you to go for an interview for that position and maybe it's not really what you want, it can also set you back. Yeah, but so I really don't have much advice, guys, besides the fact that it's been God's grace in my life that has landed me here. I like, honestly, it's just God's grace, guys. Grace kaThixo, grace kaBawo, and just also me selling myself. Like, I sold myself. Like, one thing about me, I sell myself. When I go for interviews, I give it my all, and I make sure that my brand is known, right? So I can't really give advice etile to people, you know, because people have been reaching out to me like, what advice can you give me, what can I do? I've been unemployed for a year, for years, and all I can say is that trust in God, you know, with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. Like, just trust in God's timing. And if you've been waiting for a couple of years, maybe ask God to show you what he's trying to teach you in that season, because sometimes God doesn't change the situation because he's trying to change us in that situation. And sometimes we may not realize it because we are so focused on I want this situation to change. We are so focused on wanting the situation to change and wanting to get into the blessing, not realizing that sometimes God doesn't change the situation and doesn't give us the blessing because he's trying to change us in that situation, right? So just ask God to reveal to you if you have been waiting for a long time, and sell yourself as much as you can. Make sure your CV is on point. I don't know if you guys would like me to do a video, you know, of maybe showing you guys what is on my CV, like how I drafted my CV. If you are interested in that, let me know, because I have picked up on a lot of people who have like CVs that have really unnecessary information, or they put things that are really unnecessary. And obviously your CV also helps you to stand out for a job opportunity. So if you are interested, let me know, then maybe I can do a video just showing what my CV looks like, and maybe give you guys pointers on that. But yeah, guys, it's just grace. It's just God's grace and God's timing, allowing things to happen in God's time. I can't really give any further advice. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to come and share on this video. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for your love. Thank you guys for your engagement. I really appreciate it. I'm really, really grateful for everyone who commented on my previous video when I shared about losing my job. Like, you guys have been so loving. Like, I received the most great and the most thoughtful, you know, messages. I received the most thoughtful and most encouraging and supportive messages from people that I do not even know. And the weird thing is that I must mention that I received more support and love from strangers more than I did from my family during my period of unemployment. But I don't want to dwell on that, but I just wanted to put it out there. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of you who commented and encouraged me and was so kind. There was one person who shared a very, very like insensitive and a bit of a rude comment. I don't even want to dwell on it, but there's some person who shared or rather who commented on the video that I shared about losing my job, and they said something that was so insensitive about me thinking that I'm the only person who's unemployed, who goes through unemployment. I should be, there's just a whole lot of gibberish the person said. And at first it got to me because I was just like, you don't even know me. Like, you don't know me. Why do you feel like it's okay for you to say such stuff like aungazi? And I was just like, I really, really wanted to tell them nonsense. But then I was like, I am not even going to entertain this person because they're not worth my energy. They're not worth my time. And one thing about me, I pick my battles. I don't involve myself in every unnecessary and stupid thing. And I value my voice, and I respect myself. So I don't give myself into things that are not constructive, and into people rather also that are not worth it, right? So I told myself that I'm not even going to entertain this person. So whoever this person is, you know yourself, and I hope you do watch this video, especially this part. I don't know why you felt like it was okay for you to comment like that, and especially being that you don't know me, you don't know my story, you don't know where I come from, you don't even know my heart, right? I was just amazed at how people feel okay to just be insensitive and write really, you know, write things, you know, on people's videos, or comment things that are very offensive and insensitive. But yeah, anyways, I think that's about it, guys. I don't think I have anything else to say. I just wanted to say thank you once again, and let me know, guys, if you would like me to share any tips regarding you know, regarding getting a job, or if you want me to share any tips regarding how I constructed my CV, or even like where I found the job, like the, what do you call them, like the platforms that I used to look for a job and stuff like that. Just let me know in the comment section. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you do like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.